What if you could live in a way where no one could touch you, where manipulation, control, and external pressures have no power over you? But here's the truth. You don't need to be a billionaire, a celebrity, or a world leader to live this way. You just need one thing: control over your mind. True power isn't about how much you have. It's about how much you can withstand. It's the ability to remain calm in the chaos, the strength to protect your peace, and the strategy to stay steps ahead of everyone who tries to pull you down. Imagine creating a mental fortress that no one can breach. A state of mind so strong, so unshakable, that nothing and no one can disrupt it. This is what it means to be untouchable. By the end of this video, you'll know how to create an unshakable fortress in your mind. Untouchable, unshakable, and unstoppable. Mastering your mindset, the foundation of untouchable power. Before we dive into the specific tactics that will make you untouchable, we must first understand the foundation of true power, your mindset. Power doesn't come from external circumstances. It doesn't come from how much money you have or who you know. True power comes from the ability to control your mind and emotions in any situation. It's the foundation that everything else is built upon. When you master your mind, you become immune to manipulation. When you learn emotional detachment, you protect your energy from being drained. And when you embrace silence, you take control of the narrative without ever saying a word. So, let's explore how you can cultivate a mindset that will make you unshakable, untouchable, and always one step ahead of everyone around you. 1. The unshakable mind, building an indestructible foundation. Think of the last time you faced a difficult situation. Did you react impulsively or stay calm? By training your mind, you can handle any adversity without losing your composure. Most people react emotionally, but true power comes from within. When you master your mind, you control any situation. Start by developing an unshakable mindset, one that can't be swayed by external influences or emotions. Use daily mental exercises like visualization and meditation to strengthen your mind. Visualize yourself remaining calm, composed, and focused in the face of adversity. The more you control your thoughts, the stronger you'll become. The mind is the foundation of everything. Build it strong, and nothing can touch you. For example, start with a daily 5-minute meditation where you visualize yourself overcoming a challenge. This strengthens your ability to control your emotions during high-pressure moments. 2. Emotional detachment, protecting your energy. Emotions are your greatest strength and your greatest weakness. When you're emotionally invested in everything around you, you give others power over you. They can manipulate your reactions, pull you off balance, and control your energy. Learn to detach emotionally from situations. When you're not emotionally invested, no one can manipulate you. Tactic: practice the emotional shield. Whenever someone tries to provoke you, mentally shield yourself by imagining a protective barrier around you. See their words or actions bouncing off this barrier, never reaching you. 3. The power of silence. Let your actions speak for you. Silence is not just the absence of words, it's the presence of power. Speak less, listen more, and let others reveal their intentions. Silence forces others to fill the gaps, and in doing so, you control the flow of information. People reveal their true selves when you remain silent. You gather knowledge while they expose their weaknesses. Bonus tactic: Use the 3-second pause. Whenever someone asks you a question, pause before responding. This creates power, making you seem in control and giving you time to choose the best response. Now that you've learned to control your mind and emotions, it's time to explore the next level of untouchable power, the art of psychological mastery. The psychological tactics to stay untouchable. Now that you've mastered your mind and emotions, it's time to arm yourself with the psychological tools that make you untouchable. You've laid the foundation. Let's build your fortress of power and influence. These tactics aren't about force or intimidation. They're subtle, strategic, and incredibly effective. The key? Make them think they have control while you're the one pulling the strings. 1. The illusion of choice. Control their decisions without them knowing. People want to feel they have free will, but in reality, most decisions can be guided. By controlling their options, you influence their choices without them even realizing it. Take the yes ladder. Get them to say yes to small things first, then gradually lead them to bigger commitments. The trick is to make them feel in control, even when you've already set the path. 2. Psychological reactance. Making them want what you want. Humans are naturally rebellious. When you try to control them, they'll resist. But what if you could make them want to do exactly what you want? That's reverse psychology. Tip: say the opposite of what you want. They'll push back and end up doing what you need. Mastering this is like handling fire. Too much, and it burns. Too little, and you miss the power. 3. The power of scarcity. Make them desperate for your presence. People crave what's rare. Make yourself less available, and your value rises. Tip: use scarcity in relationships and business. When you're always there, they take you for granted. When you're scarce, they chase you. The moment you become elusive, you become irresistible. Your value skyrockets when people think what you offer is in short supply. 4. Frame control. Manipulate reality to your advantage. Reality isn't just what it is, it's how people perceive it. By controlling the frame, you control the outcome. Tip: use the reframing technique. Change the context to fit your goals. When you control the narrative, you control the truth. Every situation is a chance to dictate the terms. Now that you know the psychological tactics, let's look at how to apply them in real-life situations. This is where your new power really comes to life. Real-world application. How to stay untouchable in any situation. Now that you understand the psychological principles to become untouchable, let's apply them in the real world. These tactics can transform any situation, whether you're negotiating a business deal, navigating social dynamics, or handling personal relationships. The key? Subtlety. Apply these strategies in ways that others won't even notice. With a calculated approach, you'll control every interaction. Step 1. Negotiation and business. How to control deals. Negotiation is all about power, and the most powerful weapon, silence. When you stay quiet, you force the other party to over-explain, revealing their true intentions. Tactic: the silent power technique. When they speak, don't rush to fill the silence. Let them talk more. The more they talk, the more control you have. The key here is to remain calm and composed. Let the pressure of your silence build. They'll start offering more than you initially asked for. Step 2. Social dynamics. becoming the one everyone follows. Confidence is magnetic, but real confidence isn't loud or domineering. It comes from knowing who you are and where you're going. Tactic, the echo effect, a subtle way to influence social dynamics without them noticing. When someone speaks, repeat what they said in your own words, slightly adjusting it. This makes them feel heard while subtly aligning their thinking with yours. This works wonders in group settings. People naturally gravitate toward you when they feel understood. You'll become the one everyone follows. Step 3. Relationships. How to stay untouchable without playing games. Let's talk about relationships. Personal or professional, the dynamics are the same. The most important principle here is detachment. When you stop chasing, others start chasing you. Tactic, the law of scarcity. Make yourself a rare commodity. When you're always available, people take you for granted. But when you withhold your time and attention, they'll begin to value it. The chase begins. Never be the one reaching out first. Let others come to you. You'll become irreplaceable in their lives, and no one will have power over you. For example, in a business negotiation, instead of rushing to break the silence, stay quiet. Let them talk more. Often, the other party will offer more or reveal critical information they didn't intend to. There's one more mind game that takes your untouchable power to the next level. It's a tactic so powerful, no one will ever have leverage over you again. Let's dive into this final technique, where you become not just untouchable, but truly invincible. The ultimate mind game, making them think it was their idea. The ultimate move in the game of power isn't about forcing someone's hand or making them do what you want. No, the true mastery is in making them believe the idea was theirs from the start. When they think it's their idea, they'll act without question, and you remain untouchable. 1. The Trojan horse technique. Introduce ideas without them realizing it. One of the most powerful psychological strategies is the Trojan horse technique. It's all about planting your ideas so subtly that the other person believes they came up with it. The key is indirect suggestion. You might ask a question, make a casual remark, or tell a story that leads them to your conclusion, without ever explicitly saying it. For example, instead of saying, "We should do X," try, "Have you ever thought about how X could improve our situation?" I've seen similar strategies work wonders in the past. By making them think it was their idea, you gain their commitment without resistance. And that's where the power lies. When they own the idea, you control the outcome. 2. FOMO. Creating urgency without pressure. Another powerful tactic is FOMO, fear of missing out. Humans are wired to avoid missing out, so by creating urgency, you can prompt them to act without thinking too much. People hate feeling left behind. When they believe an opportunity is slipping away, they'll act fast. But the trick is to create that urgency without direct pressure. Drop hints like, "I'm thinking of making a move soon," or "This offer is only available to a select few." By framing things as scarce, you trigger the fear of missing out. The secret is subtlety. It's not about pushing them. It's about making them believe the window is closing, triggering an impulsive response to act before it's too late. 3. The power of uncertainty. Keep them guessing. Uncertainty is one of the most powerful tools in psychological warfare. The more unpredictable you are, the more people will crave your approval and validation. Uncertainty creates obsession. People naturally want to predict your behavior, especially when they can't quite figure you out. When you're predictable, you're easy to manipulate. But when you keep them guessing by being slightly elusive, not always available, or holding back information, they'll constantly seek clues, trying to figure out your next move. By leaving just enough uncertainty, you create intrigue and mystery. This keeps people interested in you and makes them eager to please you as they try to align with your unknowable path. Master these strategies, and you'll become untouchable. Whether in business, social settings, or relationships, these psychological tactics will give you the power to control the narrative, stay in control, and remain an immovable force. Subscribe for more powerful techniques that will change your life and make you unstoppable.